Good morning and welcome to Inside the College. I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin, President of Union County College. Inside the College is a television show about Union County College and Union County as a whole. Our mission at Union County College is transforming our community one student at a time. And on Inside the College, we feature exciting events and initiatives and programs about the college and also about the connections that the college has with these programs in our communities that we serve. Our special guest today is freeholder Sergio Granados. Welcome, freeholder Granados.
Thank you for having me, Dr. McMenamin.
We're thrilled that you're here, and today is an exciting day at the college because it marks the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month and Hispanic Serving Institutions Week. We have lots of exciting events across all three of our campuses for the next 3 or 4 weeks, not the least of which is our kickoff celebration featuring an address by Freeholder Granados. So we're delighted to have you here, and I know you're completing your first year as a freeholder and a public servant, elected official for Union County, and we want to learn more about you. You're a fresh face on the political scene, and I've seen you all over the county at events, not only here at Union County College, but all over the county. So can you tell us a little bit about your background? Where were you born? Where did you go to high school? How about college and those sorts of things?
I was born in Elizabeth. I went to Elizabeth High School. Then I attended Union County College. College I went to, definitely.
Terrific.
It's a great school. It's a great school. And then I went off to Kean University to get a degree in business management.
So with a degree in business management at Kean, and Kean is one of our top partners, it's actually the #1 choice of Union County College students here, and we're lucky to have them so close to us. But business management, how did you take that and launch into a career in public service as an elected official?
Well, since I've been young, I've always had a strong passion for community involvement. And I actually started my first organization when I was 17 years old, and it was New Youth. And basically one of our first fundraisers was to stand up the cancer event, in which we raised over $5,000 for Trinitas Cancer Center. So I've always had a strong drive about myself, strong passion for giving back to community, and public service is one of those ways.
Well, that sounds pretty consistent with our mission of transforming the community.
I learned that at Union County College.
Great, great. That's what we hope. We are trying to do that. So you started at Elizabeth High School, went to Kean University, business management, got started in community service, public service with the Stand Up to Cancer fundraiser. Yes. And tell us about the trajectory and how did you decide to make the leap into elected office?
Well, I think it's, as a young individual, as somebody who's 27 years old now, I think it's always very important to get involved in public service, always to get involved when it's being a voter, when it comes to seeing who your elected officials are. And that's something that drove me to find out exactly who my elected officials were in Elizabeth, getting in contact with them, working with them. And it just gave me that extra oomph, let's say, to make sure to get involved in public service. And when the opportunity arose to run for public office, I didn't think twice. I ran straight for it.
You jumped at it.
I jumped at it.
Great. I know this has been a busy year for you, and as a freeholder, you hit the ground running, serving on multiple freeholder committees and initiatives. So what were your assignments of it? What were the things that you were targeting and focusing on this year?
Well, one of my main focuses when I became a freeholder was to make sure I was in all 21 municipalities across the county. I don't want to be labeled as a freeholder who only is in one area of the county or one sector of the county. I'm in all 21 different municipalities. And one of the boards I'm a part of as a freeholder is the Workforce Investment Board, which is definitely one of the great boards and definitely has a great relationship with Union County College.
I still remember nearly, I guess it was 20 years ago when Bill Clinton said it's the economy, stupid, and it's all about economic development and job growth, not only here in the county and across New Jersey, but across the country. So I understand we have a lot of economic development initiatives here in the county, and you're a part of driving a lot of that.
Yes, yes. I think it's definitely, we're going through tough economic times, and we got to revamp the ways we do things and find new ways. And we've been doing that as much as possible. We have a new deputy county manager who's head of economic development. We have Atenu Rivera who's head of a Workforce Investment Board. And we've been coming up with new ideas, making sure we put people on the job training program, something new. And we definitely take a strong strong focus on that. And
I know at Union County College, we are partners in economic development because we know that if adults have jobs, then the families are better off and students do better in school. One of the #1 predictors of student performance is socioeconomic status. So we take seriously our partnerships with the county.
Even one of the great programs we attended on behalf of Union County College was when individuals became citizens. Got their high school diploma, their GED. And it's just great to see Union County College taking such a strong stance on making sure they provide services to residents.
We couldn't do it without our partnership with the freeholders, so that's very important to us. So in addition to economic development and job growth and things like that that really cut to the heart of strengthening families and improving educational performance, when I first came to Union County almost 5 years ago, I was struck by the park system here. And I know that's not accidental, that the county has a critical role in that park system. Is that one of the things that you focus on or the freeholders focus on?
Something the freeholders focus on, but something I'm the liaison to for parks for the county. But it's something that we all take a strong initiative on, is making sure our park's up to date, make sure we have a greater amount of services. Like Warren Ankle Park, we're building a brand new stadium, turf fields, somewhere where families, soccer teams, football teams can all go to have recreation activities.
And I know that's bordering Linden, Roselle, Elizabeth,
yes.
So it serves multiple municipalities.
Which is great.
Very densely populated there. So we've got economic development, the park system, and I know we had a bad winter last year, and somebody told me they saw the Farmer's Almanac and it said it's going to be another rough winter. And I've seen a lot of county trucks out on the road. So is there a focus on getting the roads fixed and up to date for those repairing last year and preparing for next year?
Yes, we like to take a strong initiative of being proactive as much as possible and having our trucks ready. Make sure we have enough salt for this winter, because last year was a horrible winter, let's say, to say the least, a horrible winter. And we want to make sure we're prepared this year as much as possible so that everyone has easy access to roads to get to work and get home.
So economic development, park systems, public service through ensuring safe and pothole-free roads and things like that. And certainly Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, the county as a whole, has been a strong supporter of Union County College and our education initiatives. But I know we're not the only part of the educational portfolio in the county. What else does the county do in terms of education?
Well, we have our Union County VOTEC schools, which got rated 5 of the top 200 across the country, which is definitely a great accomplishment.
I understand we are, if not the top, one of the top vocational technical school systems in the country.
Yes.
And it's something that we're all proud of, and a partnership between the VOTEC, the community college, Union County College, and our state university, Kane University, gives us an educational portfolio here in the county that's really second to none in the state.
And that's why we're such strong supporters, because we know we have such educational opportunities for our residents, and having Union County College, Kane University, or Union County VOTEC schools, it's definitely a fit that we definitely are happy to have.
Now, I'm curious, what do you see in the future? What are your plans? I mean, you're doing you've been everywhere. You're ubiquitous. Every time I see an article in the paper or an event planned or an initiative, I see your face and I see your name. You've certainly taken this job serious.
It's usually my cutout that I usually see at events. Usually people say it's my cutout that's at the various events, because nobody knows how I can attend so many events.
Well, I was wondering if you had a clone or a body double, but tell us what's the future holds for freeholder Sergio Granados?
Well, freeholder Sergio Granados right now is focused on Union County and being a freeholder, and I want to make sure I focus 100% attention to being a freeholder and doing as much as possible to the county to help improve it, along with the rest of the freeholder board. And whatever happens in the future, happens in the future. My main focus right now is Union County.
Taking care of business.
Yes.
Now, what are your biggest challenges? Were there things during this year? I remember my first year as president. There were things that I didn't anticipate would be challenges. But what was maybe your biggest surprise or challenge, and maybe the thing that made you just think, solidify, this is where I'm supposed to be as freeholder?
Well, I think one of the strongest things I felt when I came into the Freeholder Board was being a young individual, people wouldn't look at me as the same as they would somebody who already has more experience, someone who's older in age. But it was complete opposite. Individuals saw new ideas, new ways I was looking at certain topics, certain initiatives, and they actually went with it. They actually took that into consideration, and we've been creating new programs, new ways of doing stuff, revamping, like I said before, in economic development. And it's definitely all been a positive outlook from there.
I know we have several freeholders who are remind me of President Kennedy's address when he said a torch is being passed to a new generation. And it seems as if that may be occurring at the Freeholder Board level as new voices and perhaps even some younger new generation voices are coming forward, individuals who were born in this technological age. So it's an exciting thing for our students as they see people like you, Freeholder Chairman Chris Hudak, Freeholder Mohammed Jallo, and as they meet and see people who are more from their generation leading public service and as elected officials, it's an exciting time for them as well.
We got to work together and pave the way. When one moves up, we all move up.
So
that's the way I look at it.
What's your biggest challenge as a freeholder? What do you see as the thing that's the biggest obstacle or challenge that you face?
Sometimes, as a freeholder, we want stuff to get accomplished from one day to the next. And sometimes we got to realize that there's a lot of red tape, let's say, that's involved, a lot of paperwork that's involved when we want to have something accomplished. And that's one thing I've been, stressing about a little bit every once in a while. But I always want to make sure that we get things accomplished from one day to the next. And it doesn't always happen like that, but we do get it accomplished.
So if individuals in the county encounter challenges or problems and they say, how do we get this fixed or what should we do? How does somebody watching this show right now, what could they do? How could they communicate and say, I need help with this? To maybe you're experiencing the red tape that everybody talks about, and you're a freeholder. How would just a member of our community who maybe feels like they have no option, what would they do?
Well, they can always visit our website, ucnj.org, which has all the different departments and divisions. You can always reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whichever method you want. I could definitely always more than willing to sit down and help residents and talk to them. And one thing I do a little differently is my business cards always have my cell phone number on there. So you can reach out to me 24/7 whenever you want. I always pick up my phone call.
Okay, so you really are part of this digital generation of opening yourself up. So you mentioned Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yes, all
you
three.
Have all three of those social media, and you engage in those?
I engage in all three of them, yes, I do.
So any member of the community could like you or follow you on Twitter or follow you on Instagram.
Or message me with any question they may have.
That's fantastic. I know it's one of the things that in higher ed we're doing more of, but in some cases we struggle with. How do you engage this generation? I come from an email generation, but many of our students don't do email anymore. All the communication comes on social media, so we're trying to stay ahead of that.
Union County College definitely been staying ahead. I see on nonstop on Instagram, Facebook. You've definitely been promoting yourselves as much as possible.
We're trying to, our goal, as is yours, is to be available to the students and to the communities that we serve. And it's exciting that I know that several of our students and the leaders of our Student Government Association have remarked that they have connected with you and several of the other freeholders on social media, and they're delighted and surprised and delighted that the elected officials, the people they're so impressed by and delighted to be interacting with are there and available to them. So
I actually had one student by the name of Sal who reached out to me on Facebook. And he was inspired, he said, by the speech I gave for the College for Teens program, and he was working that day. So I actually have a meeting set up with him for next week, just to talk to him a little more, see what his plans are for the future, and if there's any help I can be for him.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
No problem,
because
anytime.
With 13,000 credit students and another 15 to 20,000 non-credit students, we want to not only serve the entire group of students that come to Union County College, but also make sure that we're able to help the individual students, and reaching out to them in a manner like that is fantastic. So our guest this morning has been freeholder Sergio Granados. I want to thank you, freeholder, for joining us this morning. I know you have a busy schedule, but this has been a wonderful time to better connect you with our students, college community, and our communities at large. And thank you for your service.
And thank you for having me.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Severe weather can destroy a home in seconds. There's no time to think, only time to act. Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes. And stay informed during severe weather any way you can. It can be the difference between losing your possessions and losing your life. Just ask the owners of this house. Visit weather.com/ready and let the Weather Channel help you prepare your family for emergencies.
Welcome back. This is Inside the College, and I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin, President of Union County College. Our guest for this segment of the show is a student at Union County College, Lanny Morales. Lanny, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're delighted to have you here. We understand that you are president of the Hispanic Cultural Society here at the college. But before we get into your role as a student and a student leader in one of our clubs, we want to learn more about you. So where do you live, and what are you majoring in here at Union County College?
I live in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and my major is early childhood education.
Early childhood education. Yes. I know that I see that that's one of the growing fields here in Union County and certainly in New Jersey. So how'd you get to being an early childhood education major? Why that, and why not something else?
My major was originally health nursing. I was going for the nursing program, and coming to Union County College, I experienced so many professors, but there was one that changed my mind into going into early childhood education, Dr. Donovan.
Is that Dr. Elise Donovan?
Elise Donovan. She was amazing. She worked with me and other students. She had a passion for teaching. So she made a difference, not just for me, but everyone around. And it just gave me the idea that, you know, I love children so much that why not teach them and show them different things, that school could be fun. It's not just, you know, I have 2 children, and sometimes they tell me, I don't like school, it's boring. Like, I want to teach them there's different things that could be so much fun, music, art, learning about different things, and, you know, making it more interested that school's not boring. They also come here to school with me when we have events, and they are ready for college. They want to skip high school.
So Dr. Donovan helped to inspire you.
Yes.
And certainly seeing education through the eyes of your own children.
Exactly.
You got excited about education as a career as opposed to healthcare. Yeah,
I saw a different side of education, you know, being in school for so many years, going through elementary school, high school, and seeing the passion she had for it, how she would talk about different things like music, and she would put music into to make the class, like writing, more interesting.
She's an English professor.
And like when we would write essays at the beginning, she would let us write about music or what was our interest in, or watching a video and write what our opinion or what we thought the video was about. And it was great because some professors, they wouldn't even ask you that, like music, and you could pick the video that you wanted. It wasn't something that she would give you or a certain type of music. It was what you wanted and what message was there, what message you got from the video, what you thought it was about. She just wanted to see your writing.
So it was an English professor, actually the chair of the English department at Union County College, an Ivy League educated English professor, Dr. Elise Donovan, who inspired you to consider other career options to follow your passion to help children.
Yes, she became my role model. I would say I would want to be one day like what she is in Union Community College. She's so great. every time I see her in the hallways, she doesn't forget students. She knows who you are. She always offers to help you, even to planning like your courses or if you have any problems. I got sick like 2 years ago, and she was constantly asking me about my health, and very, very nice person. She's amazing.
Wonderful. We love to hear stories like that, because that's how every one of our faculty members are great faculty, feel that type of passion for their subject matter and for helping our students succeed. Now, I know you're the president of the Hispanic Cultural Society. What's that club do here at the college? What's their role?
Our purpose is to teach about the different Hispanic heritage, to learn also. When we have meetings, like last semester I want to do it again, we will have other members be part of it, bring up a country they want to speak about, and find facts and music and food and share all the experience about each country. As a Hispanic, I always like showing, you know, where I come from, my background, especially the food. I love cooking, the music, we all have different types of musics and folklore dances, and we try to work with all the students and teach them. There's a lot of students that don't know, like for instance, the Cinco de Mayo celebration we have. People sometimes think it's the independence of Mexico, but it's not. And we try teaching them about different things that they don't know, that they might hear about. And it's very fun. We try to do different events throughout the different campuses and different semesters. And students love it. I always get a feedback, and I always feel great when I hear that the events were really nice, that the music was great, that the food was good, that they learned something new, which is the purpose, to teach.
I've been to a few of those events, and I can vouch for how much fun they are. Now, today marks the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month and Hispanic Serving Institutions Week at Union County College and really across the nation. What kind of activities are planned for that? I know that your club, your Hispanic Cultural Society here at Union County College, has taken a big role in it. So can you feature or highlight some of the activities over the next month?
Sure. We work together as a group, Hispanic Heritage, Hispanic Cultural Society, SGA, LEAP, STEM. They all work together this summer with the help of Ms. Brewer, the Vice President of Students Activities. She organized a committee, and for the first time we decided to work together to put up this whole event schedule.
So give us a few of the highlights before we break.
Today will be the opening of the opening ceremony for the Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's called Celebrando Nuestra Herencia, which is celebrating our heritage. And we will have a dance performing by Cultural Explosion.
Salsa dancing?
And then we will have salsa and refreshments served after the event.
So salsa dancing and food, in addition to the address by our freeholder Granados.
Exactly, and the dancers, they will be performing different cultural dances. It sounds like it's going to be a very interesting day and a very fun event, but we also have other events like Sabor y Música, which is more of a refreshments being served and music. It's going to be in the different campuses throughout, like Elizabeth, Plainfield, and Cranford. We also have the STEM professional panel. This will be it will be offered in Cranford, and it's about the different careers being offered by STEM. We have Facing History, which will be in Elizabeth, and it's like a workshop of awareness of the different like issues happening with immigrants nowadays. And we'll have a book signing followed by this event, and it will be by Guillermo. I don't really know his name, sign his name, but it's Guillermo Fazer. I didn't read the book.
But you will be, I'm sure.
I will be in every event. I would try to be in every event.
Now, this is very exciting, and I know that we can find a full list of events for Hispanic Heritage Month and Hispanic Serving Institutions Week on the Union County College website, www.ucc.edu, and we'll be flashing on the lower part of the screen the website location for all of our Hispanic Heritage Month activities. Lanny, I want to thank you for being here and thank you for your service as a student leader at Union County College. And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. The first week of the fall semester has a special character unlike any other time at Union County College. There's a special excitement in the air as new students come onto campus and mix with our returning students. There are new faculty members to meet and friendships to renew. As we leave you today, take a look at some of the scenes from our first week activities and the opening of Hispanic Heritage Month. My thanks to freeholder Sergio Granados and Lanny Morales for joining me today. I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin. Thanks for watching. See you next time when we go inside Union County College.
There we go, and more chairs. Come on guys, let's go! Boogie, not? Yeah! No! It's taking a turn.
Hi, this is my club.
How are you? What club is this?
Christian club.
The Christian Club.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Hey guys.
Hi.
How are we doing this morning? Or this afternoon?
Good.
What club is this?
Glee club.
The Glee Club.
Don't tell them, don't tell them. You ain't gotta tell them, don't tell them, don't.
How you guys doing? Go guys. SGA. SGA. All right.